Hello, what's going on, guys? Welcome back for another show. Today I'm going to introduce you a sci-fi thriller film, Under the Skin. On some day in the future, a round alien object approaches the Earth from the outer space. A female voice raises up softly, with the pupil turning vivid. While from the deep woods at a dark night, a motorcyclist retrieves an inert young girl and places her in the back of a van, where a naked woman puts on her clothes. Then, departing away from the fellow motorcyclist, the woman drives the van to a shopping mall, where she buys some clothes and makeups. After all set, she drives along the street, chatting and picking up men, with an excuse of asking for way. But it seems things don't go well for her. The girl got to keep searching her target, until the evening when there comes her right target, who's single, and lives alone with no families. She then lures the Mr. Right into her void house. Following the girl into the void, the Mr. Right undresses his clothes rapidly, ready for a fast sex, with such an amazing sexy naked lady standing up front. But he's soon submerged into a boundless liquid abyss. The next day at a beach, the girl attempts to pick up a swimmer, who's a foreign tourist, traveling alone to this country. But at that right time, the man's interrupted by the cries of a drowning couple who want to save their dog in the rough sea. The man rushes there to rescue the husband, but the husband goes back into the water to save his wife. It ends up they both lose their lives. As the man lies exhausted on the beach, the girl strikes his head badly with a rock and drags him all the way to the van for departure. Later that night, the motorcyclist comes to the beach, clearing up the man's swimmer's belongings, but ignoring the couple's baby, who's still crying on the beach, helplessly. The girl checks out another man, who walks alone to a nightclub. The girl attempts to follow the man inside, but she turns back due to loud noise there. Nevertheless, she's soon welcomed warmly inside by the ladies who are all coming for the party. The girl feels uncomfortable by the loud noise and flashlights at the nightclub. She's going to give up this time, but the man comes for her straightly. Given the chance, the girl lures the man into her house, where the man follows her into the void, and is submerged under the boundless, silent and horrible liquid. He sees exactly the flesh and blood of another guy is drained up into a tunnel, with the skin only left behind. The next day, when waiting for the traffic, the girl receives a rose from a street vendor, who breaks his finger unintentionally. The girl seems to be distracted by the blood on the flower package. What's more, she's further touched by the radio report about the missing family at the beach whose dead bodies are found, but their baby's still missing. The girl then seduces a lonely man into her house. After this mission done, the girl fixes her makeup in a mirror. The fellow motorcyclist checks her look for sure, and leaves with nothing strange found. On a walk at the street during the day, the girl stumbles down by accident, but she's soon helped up by some kind-hearted strangers. She keeps appreciating all day long the busy but gentle human society, which touches her heart greatly. Later that night, she's out for some new target. When sitting alone in the van, she's soon targeted by some gangsters who want to break the window to reach her. The girl feels frightened up and leaves away. Later, she picks up a guy who walks alone on the street. But the guy has an ugly disfigurement on the face, which makes him frustrated. Facing the seduce from the sexy girl, the ugly guy even doesn't believe he's picked as the lucky one on earth. The Mr. Lucky then follows the girl into her house. However, right before the girl takes the action, she examines her human face look from the mirror, which raises her sympathy towards humans. So she decides to let go of the Mr. Lucky. The fellow motorcyclist is irritated by her move. He intercepts the ugly guy and bundles him into a car. Under the cover of dense fog in the early morning, the girl abandons the van and walks to a restaurant in a small town, where she attempts to taste a cake, but retches and spits it out. She then meets a man at a bus stop, who offers to help her. So the girl follows the man to his house, where the man prepares the beddings and meal for her. The girl is deeply touched, and ready for a human-like love. At the same time, because of her changes, the fellow motorcyclists have to set out in pursuit of the girl. The next early morning, the man invites the girl to visit a ruined castle, where the man carries her over a water puddle, and helps her down some steps. At his house, they kiss for love, and begin to have sex. But the girl stops, and examines her genitals, which frustrates, and makes herself realize that she's not a real human by far. Then, wandering alone in a forest, She meets a commercial logger who attempts to rape her on sight. During her fierce struggles, the logger tears off some part of her skin by accident. The logger gets frightened and runs away immediately. As the girl extricates herself from her skin slowly, revealing a black, featureless body with no vivid pupil anymore, but only the desperate sadness towards its human skin. However, the logger comes back with gasoline. He douses her in fuel and burns her alive in big fire. The burning body makes its struggle out of the woods and dies down into the cold snow, while her alien fellows are still searching for her in middle of snowy nowhere. This is Daniel CC Movie Review. Please comment below, thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. See you all next time with more shows. Bye.